Hey guys, it's me, Carrie. I'm sitting here bawling like an idiot because I'm disappointed as usual. I was supposed to be doing something really that I was super looking forward to today, and story of my life, it fell apart like it pretty much always does, and I'm feeling sorry for myself. So I decided to come here and share my misery with all of you because I'm always reliable for that, right? A lot of shit happens in life and it's nobody's fault. It's not intentional. It's, just life circumstances happening. It just feels to me, whether it's true or not, like things go wrong a disproportionate amount of times in my life. I feel like I look forward to so very few things, and when I dare to get my hopes up just even this much about something happening, 99% of the time it falls apart. And my logical, rational side knows that that has nothing to do with me, but my fucked up, mentally ill, depression ridden, and anxiety addled brain says it's because you suck, Carrie. It's because you're not worthy of good things. You don't deserve good things. It's not a coincidence that fucked up shit happens to you and that whenever you get excited about something, it's usually ripped away. It's because you're an asshole and you're worthless and you're useless and you deserve it. And yes, I know in the grand scheme of life, we've said this before, I've said this to you a million times. I know my life could be a lot worse than it is, but it could also be a lot better than it is. And part of the nature of anxiety and depression and mental illness in general is that you're going to see the glass as half empty. That's just how it works. Unless you're able to somehow train your brain, which my husband manages to do, to force yourself to see that fucking glass as half full, it's never going to be the natural way that you see things. So I'm sitting here right now really, really, really sad and hurt and feeling sorry for myself, and part of it's rational maybe, most of it's probably not. It's something that probably wouldn't be this big of a deal to most people, but because I'm such a fucked up person, it was a big deal to me. So I'm hurting and I'm sad, and I feel like that part of my life is very important to share with you, even more important than the look at the lip balm I got today, or, here's a Dollar Tree haul. I know that's the fun stuff that people probably prefer to watch, but this is part of me too. This is my life, and a lot of my life is feeling exactly like I'm feeling right now. Like, a dog that somebody just kicked in the street. Like, well, if you were more important, Carrie, maybe this wouldn't have gone wrong. But obviously you aren't, and that's why it did. And, again, these specific circumstances, shit that wasn't intentional, and I'm sure, it didn't happen on purpose, but it still happened, and my heart is still broken, and I'm still left disappointed. And it really, really, really sucks. I don't know. It's hard enough to get up in the morning and start my day and feel like maybe it won't just be a big pile of crap. Maybe today will be the day that something good happens. Maybe today will be the day that I'm able to make something good happen for myself. And I really thought today would be one of those days. I felt really empowered and confident and excited, and it's like I was doing something a little brave, and I took initiative, and then just, with all the time it took to build and build and build and build, in like an instant it was just taken away, and it hurts. It hurts a lot. And I don't know what to do with that hurt. I don't know how to turn it around into something constructive. I mean, I can go upstairs and write shit or something, and You know, it would be nice if I then like followed up and said, okay, well now let me find periodicals or, you know, magazines, whatever, where I can submit this and maybe someone will publish it and maybe I'll make a few bucks or at least get a byline. That would be nice. But I won't because I don't know where the fuck to send anything. I look up, you know, like free writing contests online and I end up sending them to this stupid vanity press that, you know, you have to pay them to see your name in print. And the stupid scam sites, you know, never like legitimate places. So my writing sits in a pile, you know, proverbially, well, I guess proverbial is not the right word, but metaphorically speaking, it sits in a pile. It sits on my computer, you know, where it can rot and not make me any money and not be read by anyone. The only time my work gets read is if I put it on social media for free, which, you know, is all well and good too, but when you don't have a job and you don't have any prospect of being able to have a traditional out-of-the-home job, the idea of being paid for writing would actually be awfully nice. But yeah, I'm just really, really, really disappointed and sad right now. I had such high hopes for this day. Not to get into too much detail, but my mom and I were headed to New York City to meet a friend, and she can't make it, and you know, Mom said, Mel, we should just go to the city anyway and just make a day of it and have fun on our own. But there's a possibility of maybe seeing my friend tomorrow. I don't know. It'll be, you know, twice as expensive, of course, because it will be the weekday, so it'll be peak travel time on the train, so it'll cost more, and it'll be, you know, crowded with commuters rather than just, you know, nice and relaxed, like on the weekends. And, you know, who knows how much time we'll even get to spend together. So I don't know. I don't know if that'll even end up happening now. I guess we'll see. But it was just a really unique opportunity. And I was really, really looking forward to it. And it sucks that it just got yanked away. And again, not because of, you know, anything deliberate, just circumstances. But it hurts and I'm sad and I don't know what to do with it. So I figured I'd bring it here to you guys. And I love my friend and I'm not mad at her or anything. I'm just disappointed that this didn't work out the way I had really, really, really hoped that it would. And the sad part is, the really fucked up sad part is, in the back of my mind, I knew it wouldn't work out. Not for any reason other than the fact that, you know, story of my life. If I get excited about something, it generally doesn't work out. I even said to my husband yesterday, I'm like, I guarantee you that for one reason or another this isn't going to end up happening. He said, don't be ridiculous, you know, why wouldn't it? Why wouldn't it, you know? Who would think? Life got in the way. Life always does. But anyway, if you can comprehend this, can relate to this in any way, shape, or form, if this is how you feel some of the time, or most of the time, or all of the time, please leave a comment below and share, if you want to, any stories like this that you have, because I know I'm not the only person, obviously, with mental illness, with depression and anxiety. There are many of us. There are probably far more of us out there than any of us even realize. But if you, you know, factor in shame and stigma and fear, I can't say most, many of us are not willing to talk about it openly. And I can't say that, you know, I blame you. On some of the occasions that I've talked about it openly, I've had people, so-called friends, be incredibly, incredibly vicious and cruel and cut to the core. And, you know, basically say just the most awful, judgmental things that you would never expect a so-called friend to say, you know, let alone a stranger. I mean, I don't know, why do strangers even feel that they have the need to judge you? I don't know. I will never be that person. I will never sit in judgment of someone, because you never know what somebody's life is like until you walk around in their shoes. And You can't really do that. You have to just make the effort to try to put your psyche into where they're coming from and connect with their situation on the best level that you can, but you can't ever obviously be somebody else or be in somebody else's mind. But you got to at least make the fucking effort. And then if you still feel the need to judge somebody, well, you know, that says a lot more about you than them. But I don't know. I'm just hurting real bad right now, so I wanted to come on here and just talk with you guys. I thought it might make me feel a little bit better to just verbalize my thoughts and get them out into the universe. I mean, I'm not weeping and my nose isn't running anymore, so I guess that's something. It probably will again when I get off camera. I'm just trying to maintain some semblance of composure right now. And that's the problem half the time, is that I think I drive people away because I need them so much, because I want them so much in my life, because I get so excited about things that to them are probably not all that big of a deal. It's like, well, it would have been nice, you know, but it's not going to change my day. It's not going to change my life if it doesn't work out. Whereas I'm like, oh my God, now my whole day is fucked, and it feels like I should just go back and crawl back into bed and cry all day. And I don't want to put people off by doing that. I have a few times in the past. I've lost people that I really cared about, I think, because of being too needy. I certainly don't want that to happen in this instance. But first of all, I don't think this person I'm referring to would ever be watching this video. And second of all, if she was, I know that she would realize that, you know, since the first time we communicated, she's known that I'm fucked in the head. And I don't look at life through normal eyes, whatever normal is. I am, you know, I have more issues than the average bear, so I just don't cope as well as I should, and as well as many other people do. It just hurts a whole lot that this didn't happen, and I was so looking forward to it. And I got my hopes up, and I let myself imagine it happening. I envisioned it in my mind, and I thought, wow, this is going to be so great. This is going to be so special. And then my mom and I will have the rest of the day to poke around the city and do whatever. And it's just going to be a really good day. I even had my hair cute today. And then, you know, it didn't happen. But it's life, like I said, you know, could be a lot worse, obviously. So, I'm not shooting this for sympathy. I'm not shooting this for people to go, poor Carrie, oh, you know, I'm so sad for you, you know, because most of you are probably not sad for me. You're just like, whatever, Carrie, you know, your friends couldn't make it, oh well. But those of you who are in my tribe, so to speak, those of you who are fellow sufferers of mental illness, or even just have issues with self-esteem and self-confidence and self-love, and you're not able to really value yourself very much, you can probably understand. Sometimes the smallest slights can set you off and ruin your whole day. I mean, if somebody honks their horn at me because I don't go fast enough at a green light, you know, when the light changes, and I don't instantly zip out into the street, you know, it takes me 5 seconds, 3 seconds, whatever, and I get honked at, that makes me mad. You know, if someone, you know, is rude to me, a cashier is rude to me at a store, that hurts my heart, you know, and it probably has nothing to do with me. 99.9% chance has nothing to do with me. It has to do with that they're in a shitty mood, and they hate their job, or they just, you know, didn't get any sleep the night before. But damn it, it's going to make me feel like, wow, Carrie, you suck. That person was mean to you because you suck, not because of all the other reasons I just mentioned. I take everything way too personally. I take everything way too hard, and I don't know what to do about that. I'm trying to retrain my brain to be different, but when you've been a certain way for 44 years, it's pretty fucking hard to do that. But anyway, yeah, so that's where my emotional state is today. I'm heartbroken. I'm disappointed. I'm really sad, and I'm trying not to think that this all happened because I deserved it. Because I don't deserve good things. Because So often I feel that way. I deserve good things as much as anybody else, right? Sometimes things just go wrong. Just feels like they go wrong a whole hell of a lot in my life. But whatever. It is what it is. Thanks for watching if you did, guys. I appreciate it. Yeah, I really don't have anything else to say. I'll be back soon with more stuff, and I love you guys. Thanks for your support. Bye.